Welcome to the AEO podcast. Matt, a new BrightEdge study just dropped a bombshell. 92% of e-commerce stores score 0 on AI visibility. That's an F in anyone's gradebook. What does it even mean to score 0 on AI visibility?
It means when a shopper uses something like Google's AI overviews or search generative experience, their store and products are simply absent from the answers. They don't show up. It's like their site doesn't exist for over half of all search traffic.
So if these stores are invisible to AI, where are their customers actually coming from?
That's the real shock. They're relying on traditional organic links, which now account for less than half the pie. According to that same BrightEdge data, 57% of all search traffic is already coming from these AI features, so they're missing more than half of their potential traffic right now. This isn't a future problem, it's happening today.
57%? That's a foundational shift, not just another algorithm update.
It absolutely is. It's a complete rewiring of how people find products online. Stores that aren't present in these answer engines are, for all intents and purposes, wearing an invisibility cloak for the majority of new search traffic. They're leaving an enormous amount of revenue on the table.
So if this is such a massive opportunity, why is almost everyone failing at it? Is it just because it's new, or are there some fundamental misconceptions at play?
The biggest misconception is that great traditional SEO is enough. People think good rankings and strong backlinks automatically translate to AI visibility, but that's the number one myth holding them back.
Okay, but wait. That's a completely understandable assumption, right? Surely it all must count for something.
It does, but it's your entry ticket, not how you win the game. You're optimizing for a different judge now. Traditional algorithms and AI overviews prioritize fundamentally different signals. AIs prioritize comprehensiveness, directness, and incredibly rich structured data over things like keyword density. They're looking to synthesize a perfect answer, not just rank a page.
So you're saying we have to choose? It's either optimize for traditional search or for AI?
Not at all. It's an evolution, not a choice. You still need that solid foundation. But now you have to layer on AI engine optimization. That's why 92% are invisible. They're using the old playbook.
All right. So we need a new playbook. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. What are these AI overviews actually looking for when they decide to feature a product or a brand?
The recent news about AI overviews pulling prices is huge. Google's AI is now directly pulling product attributes and prices. If your feed is incomplete or has errors, you're automatically invisible for those rich features.
So my product feed is now my most important SEO asset?
It elevates its importance, yes, but I'd argue it's not the only asset. The feed gets you the initial look, but it's the on-page content that closes the deal and answers the deeper questions the AI is trained to find.
Okay, beyond the product data, what kind of content on the site is the AI actually reading and valuing?
The AI loves content that directly and clearly answers user questions. That's why FAQ pages, detailed product guides, and comparison content are so powerful. They're structured in a way that the language models can easily digest and cite. But this is where most stores fail, largely due to poor site architecture and thin content that offers no real depth.
But couldn't someone argue that this is just the same old advice for featured snippets? Why is this different now?
That's a great point. The difference is scale and integration. This isn't one box at the top, it's becoming the entire search experience. So while the principles of good content are similar, the technical execution is more critical than ever. You need impeccable structured data using schema.org for your products. That's your non-negotiable ticket to the dance.
This sounds great in theory, Matt, but does it actually work? Do you have a real-world example of a store that made these changes and saw a real impact?
Absolutely. I can point to a health supplement brand we worked with. They had fantastic, high quality products, but were completely invisible in any AI generated answers.
So, what was the first step? A complete site rewrite?
Not at all. They started by optimizing just their top 5 product descriptions for clarity, directly answering common customer questions within the copy. Then they built a single comprehensive FAQ page targeting their core category.
And that was it?
The critical part was marking up that entire FAQ page with structured data from schema.org. This made it incredibly easy for the AI to understand and extract their authoritative answers. They saw a 40% increase in organic traffic from AI overviews in just 4 weeks.
40% in a month is incredible. What was the one thing they did that moved the needle the most?
Hands down, it was that FAQ page with proper schema. It became a direct feed of verified answers for the AI. And that's the key takeaway. This isn't a long-term play. You can start seeing results incredibly fast.
Okay, I'm sold. Let's not just talk about it. Let's be about it. What are the 5 things our listeners can actually do this week to start fixing this?
Absolutely. Step 1 is to run an audit. You can't fix what you don't measure. Head over to seomelon.com LM check. It's a free tool that will show you if your key product pages are even being considered by AI models right now. Do that the second we're done here.
So we know where we stand. What's step 2?
Structure your data. This week, pick your top 3 products and implement product and FAQ page schema from schema.org. It's the single biggest signal you can send. Remember that case study? That FAQ schema was their golden ticket.
Got it. Schema is non-negotiable. And step 3?
Create answer-friendly content. Go to one of those product pages and add a questions and answers section. Directly address the common practical questions customers have, like, will this fit in a standard cupboard? Or is it machine washable? You're writing answers you want the AI to cite.
That makes it so much clearer. What about the actual product descriptions?
That's step 4. Rewrite one product description to be more descriptive and less marketing fluffy. Remove the jargon and just describe what it is, what it does, and who it's for with clarity. Think about how you'd explain it to a friend.
And the final step to tie it all together?
Think topics, not just keywords. Instead of targeting individual keywords, build a simple content cluster. If you sell coffee makers, create a pillar page about how to choose a coffee maker and link to your French press, your drip machine, and your espresso maker pages. You're building authority on a topic.
This is fantastic. So to recap, your 3 key takeaways are: first, audit your site with a tool like SEO, melon.com cheat sheet. Second, implement structured data immediately. And third, create clear, answer-focused content.
Exactly. And with 92% of stores scoring 0, just starting puts you miles ahead.
Matt, thank you. This has been incredibly insightful. For all of you listening, thanks for joining us on the AEO podcast.